Hello everybody, this is Mike Caribbean. I'm excited to do today's program. This time I'm going to do in English. Usually I do it in Armenian. I got a lot of requests to do the same thing also in English. So today I'm going to do my presentation and my conversation, whatever I decided to share with you guys in English. So those of you who have been following me, I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I'm in the insurance and real estate business and financial services field. This year will be 16 years. I'm very excited, very passionate about it. Just to the fact that this business gave me a lot of freedom, a lot of opportunities, a lot of great achievements that I had because of this business. And of course, I give the most credit to God that blessed me. And also I have passion because I love helping people, and I know being financially strong and financially educated, it's so important. So I love helping people. I have passion and I have energy. Sometimes my friends, some of my clients, when they see my schedule, the way I work, they're like, "Mais, don't you get tired?" And my answer is no. Because when you love what you do, you never get tired. So in these programs, I talk a lot about insurances, specifically about life insurance, health insurance. And some of the programs, I also talk about real estate. So if especially you're first time watching me, any questions you have about your finances, I'll be happy to assist you if you decided to work with me when it comes to those services, life insurance, health insurance, real estate. We also do in our office, in my real estate office, we also do lending. And of course, retirement planning. So those are very important. To be financially strong, you must understand about it. And one of the best ways to understand about it is having someone professional like myself help you out. See, the shortest distance in life, and I want to share this with you, the shortest distance from A to B is what? It's a straight line. It's not a circle, it's not anything else, it's a straight line. And a lot of times in life, the difference between being wise and smart is this. Smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from others' mistakes. So you don't have to go through these mistakes that I personally, in my career, I helped 1,800 plus clients. I did more than 8,000 appointments. And most people have very small or in some cases no education about how money works. And if you don't learn, it's going to hurt you always. Always going to hurt you. So why be wise and learn the straight line? That's why, I'll be happy to help you. I'll be happy to show you some of the things that you should do and shouldn't do to become financially strong, to become financially free. And I'm excited because I helped so many people. There's been so many situations, scenarios where I went to an event, or maybe it's a wedding, maybe it's a birthday party, or maybe it's some kind of a sponsorship program or some kind of an event that I went. I met my old clients and they said, "Mais, you know what? Remember 5 years ago you came to my house, you told me this. I've been following you, and look at what happened to my finances. I have X amount of dollar in my saving. I have X amount of dollar in my policy. Because of this, I end up buying a house. Now I put some stuff for my future, for my kids." Those are important things. Do not delay. Learn. Learn how money works, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. See, many people know how to work for money, but very few people know how money works. I'll give you an example. I cannot say the person's name. This is somebody called me from my program. And it was a unique story, and I want to share this with you. This individual had two properties. So imagine this. You have two paid off properties. This is one. This is property 2. They both had zero balance, both of them. And this person went and rented. So what the individual does, collects money from here as a rent, and half of the rent that the person collects pays the rent here. So collects rent from their own property and pays the rent, the one they're living. And it was very small dollar amount, very low amount left for the individual. And because of wrong setup here, this individual had almost $70,000 on credit cards. I don't blame her, because a lot of people are in similar situation where they don't know how money works, and as the years goes by, what ends up happening, you build something wrong. You build no foundation. Matter of fact, it's so wrong in this picture that I try to help them with my real estate office. We try to help this person to get because that's what she wanted. One of the things that I do as being in this business as an agent, first I want to understand what's the person's goal. I don't go out there and just say whatever I think. First, I want to help them based on what they need. Of course, I give my advice. It's up to the person if they're going to take it. So I gave my advice, but whatever the person wanted was different. So what this individual wanted to do, they wanted to get a loan from the first property, $100,000, to pay off this credit card and make it zero, and keep about $30,000 in their savings and continue the same formula. What I said that's wrong. First of all, the problem was we couldn't even get a loan for her because the income is low, because most of the income she gets goes to a rent and some expenses and credit card payments. There's not a lot left to even cash out or get a loan for $100,000. So you see the problem in this picture? Having no financial advisor can lead you situations like this. Another scenario I want to share with you is this one. I had another client called me. And again, why I'm sharing these examples, because those are regular people that they don't know what to do with money. They don't even ask for help. And that's why I decided to do educations like this, to help you, if you're financially not strong, to really contact me so I can teach you some of the important yet small information that's going to make a big difference in your financial life. Second scenario, I had a client call me again. I did a live stream on my Facebook. She called me. Again, for privacy reasons, I cannot say names or anything like that. I just can share the examples. She called me. She said, Mais, I sold my house. I'm going to get about $225,000 cash in my hands. What should I do? Again, I went back and I said, what's your goals? And she told me what her goal was. But the problem is, why I'm sharing this scenario, I've seen a lot of clients have large amount of cash sitting in their bank, and that money doesn't work for them. And the idea that I shared with this person, I said, you know what, maybe we can take portion of this money, do this, buy another property, rent it out. If you want to sell it later on, you can take whatever you invested plus probably same amount of equity that you're going to build up next 5-10 years, and you're going to double, triple your money that you invested and have a beautiful retirement. Yet most people don't know how that works. That's why call me, I'll teach you, I'll help you how this money, I don't know, should I call it secrets or information, whatever you want to call it. Those stuff will help you if you understand how it works. And I'm so confident that I can help you. Why? Because I help more than 1,800 people. I've seen all kinds of scenarios. I've seen what people do with their money. Let me ask you this. If you put $100,000 in a bank, how much interest are you getting? If it's saving, you're lucky to get 1%. So what is 1% of that? $1,000? Can you imagine? You put your money in a bank, 100,000, which is pretty good amount of money, and end of the year, the bank says, you know what, thank you for being valuable customer, we give you $1,000 interest, which is horrible, 1%. I'm not even saying savings don't even pay that much. Maybe if you put it in a CD account and you lock it 2-3 years, that's going to give you maybe 2%, 1.5, sometimes 3, depends the term and how much money you're putting. But in this example, from here you pay maybe 30% tax. So your whole $100,000 made $700 for you for the whole year. But if you understand how money works, I can show you different ways where this 100,000 potentially can make you 10,000, 20,000. Sometimes if you're a risky investor, I can show you strategies where your 100,000 can potentially make 50,000 for that year for you. You're wondering how you can do that? That's why you need to call me, so I can show you and educate you. If you have any questions, message me. If you like the information you're hearing, share this video. The whole point is why I'm doing these videos. Of course, you're thinking you're doing it because you want to get business, you want to get clients to make money. Yeah, of course. Any businessman, they do marketing to make money. But let me ask you this. If I help your 100,000 to become 110, 120, or 150, and I make a couple $1,000 as helping you as an agent, for example, let's think here. Who's winning more? You or me? I don't mind paying somebody $3,000 and they're gonna teach me what to do with my money and I make $30,000. I'll do that all day long. Matter of fact, me being in this business, financial services, for 15 years, I personally have a lot of financial coaches. Personally, those are people who are doing way better than me. I always, have coffee time, lunch time with them, and I ask them, hey, what do you do different? How do you went from here to here to here? Which leads me to the next point, that the question I have for you, who's your financial coach? When you're making financial decisions, who you calling? Who's the person gives you advice? If you don't have anyone, I'll be that person to help you out if you choose to work with me. If you don't, if you have somebody good, but get that advice, because small mistakes can lead you into financial depression, and whatever you build financially can just destroy it. See, this is an angle, right? On the long run, if I start from here, this angle, and I continue, Small difference here, right? You're making small adjustments here. On the long run, look what a big difference is going to create. That's the same thing. When you know knowledge and you get that knowledge advice from a coach, on the long run, it's going to make big difference in your finances. Now, time goes fast. I have only about 10 minutes. The next thing I want to share with you is this. I want to ask you, do you have a life insurance? When I ask this question to most people, I get only two kinds of answers. Most of the time I get no, and some of the time I get yes. But it's one of two. So I'm asking you, do you have a life insurance? If you don't have, I'm going to ask the next question. Why? You don't believe in it? You don't know somebody? Or maybe you don't have enough money. I did an education video about this, that any single individual can find that dollar amount based on their budget to buy some kind of a coverage. And I'm not even going to convince you the importance of having life insurance. I've seen so many people past their family members or something happened to them. They had no life insurance and their family struggled. If you care about your family, you must have a life insurance. You want to go from no to yes. Now, those of you, on the other hand, that has life insurance, congratulations. You're way better than those people who don't. Now, my question to those people who said, I have a life insurance, I want to review it, and it's free. I want to ask you this, what kind do you have? In my experience, I learned most people who have life insurance, a lot of times they don't know what they have. They don't know how much coverage they have. The only thing they know is how much they're paying. They don't know how much coverage they have, what kind of options they have in their life insurance, when it's going to end, how much money it's going to accumulate in their policy. Is that a term policy? Is that a permanent policy? They don't know. So if you have a policy, call me. I want to review it. And a lot of times when I review someone's policy, there's two things happens. Either for the same amount of payment, I double their coverage, or I give certain amount of more coverage than what they're paying for the same dollar amount, or whatever coverage they have, whatever payments they're paying, I keep the same coverage and I lower their payment. For example, if somebody has $500,000 coverage and they're paying $100, I say, you know what, I find a company, because our agency is a brokerage. We have a contract with different life insurance companies. For the same $100, I find another company that gives them $750,000 coverage. And who wouldn't change? For the same amount, you get $250,000 more coverage. I'll change that all day long. Or somebody has $500,000 coverage. I find them, and they don't want to pay higher. They even want to save their money. They're paying $100. I find a company that for the same coverage they can pay $70. Now, those of you who are in this side, take a review. Maybe you qualify one of these two scenarios. Either for the same payment you're paying, I can find a higher coverage for you, or for the same coverage, I can find a lower premium for you. Next thing, second, health. Health insurance. If I go back 5 years, oh gosh, more than 50% of people didn't have health insurance. Last 5 years, since Obamacare became active, they made having a health insurance mandatory. That number changed. Almost 90% of the people have health insurance. And congratulations, I'm so excited that that became mandatory. Just last year, some of my clients that bought a health insurance from me, I added up their bills, meaning they used the insurance because they had it. Somebody had this kind of surgery, somebody went emergency, this happened, that happened. Almost $1.2 million bill got covered from my clients that got a health insurance from me. Now, I don't want to, again, explain the importance of having health insurance. But for some of you who think, oh, you know, you're healthy, you don't need it, good. Be healthy all your life. But life happens. What if one day something happens, you go emergency? Do you know average emergency you enter and you stay there a few hours, you're going to go home, and when you feel good, after you feel good, whatever happened, you go home, in a week or so they bill you, and you see that $10,000, $15,000 bill, you're going to go back to an emergency again, because this is going to stress you out. Now, if you have a health insurance, you don't worry. Why? Because your insurance is going to cover that. And not a lot of people have that much saved. And what are you going to do? Not to pay? They're going to get that money some way, somehow from you. So, life insurance, mandatory. Must have it. Important. Don't delay. You don't know what's going to happen. If your health goes bad, most likely they're not even going to approve you. And if they do, it's going to be way more expensive than if you bought the insurance when you were in a good health. Health insurance, I already again explained the importance of it. And the last one, investing. Invest your money. Invest. There's many places you can invest your money. And I can show you different strategies based on your situation, based on your goals, based on the amount of money that you want to invest. I can show to you what to do with your money. Maybe you're going to invest in some kind of a retirement planning. I'll show you that. Maybe you're going to invest in cash value life insurances. Great choice. Or maybe you have money to invest in real estate. Amazing choice. Whatever it is, my today's topic is, do you work for money or does your money work for you? Option 2 is the best way to become financially stable, free, successful, millionaire, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people tell me, money is not everything. Yeah, I agree with you. Money is not everything. But money gives you a lot of freedom and options. So, to summarize today's training, today's message, I want you to sit down with yourself. If you don't have family, if you have family, you're married, sit down with your family, your spouse, your kids, and say, hey, where are we going with our finances? Where are we going to end up if we continue the same way, the knowledge we have, the hobbies we have about money? If we fast forward our life in 5 years, 10 years, where are we going? Those are important questions every single individual must ask themselves. You cannot run away from the answer. You're going to end up somewhere. The question is where? When you retire and you're 65, do you still want to be broke? I don't. This is a very serious topic. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to have that financial stress. Do you know most heart attack happens because of financial stress? Many people get stroke because of financial stress. Do you know that most people get divorced, and a lot of times it's because of money? So how long you're gonna run away if you're financially struggling? How long you're gonna run away from that situation? My encouragement to you is this: call me, I'll help you. I'll show you strategies, secrets. I'll show you concepts that's gonna completely change your life financially, take you to next level. Take advantage of my 15 years of experience helping 1,800 plus clients. I want to help you if you need it. Oh gosh, time goes so fast. I can talk about this hours. I love what I do. I love helping people. I want to help you if you need it. You see my information there. Call me, message me, visit my website. And if you like this video, share in your page so other people can see it. Maybe you're doing good financially, but some of the friends you have, they're not. And this message can help them, and I can help them. Thank you guys for watching today's program. I'm Mike Caribbean. I've been doing insurance and real estate last 15 years. Those of you who are just joining or just getting to know me, I do these programs every week. If you like it, share it in your page, and let's become financially strong, everyone. Life is more beautiful when you are financially